So what does the scrapping of Article 370 and 35A mean for the people of Jammu and Kashmir? Let's break it down for you. To begin with, it will lead to greater privatization and integration with the rest of the Indian economy. People from outside Jammu and Kashmir can now buy property in the state, invest in the valley. It will help the people of Jammu and Kashmir the most. More investment, more industry, more private educational institutions, more jobs, more revenue. There will be no dual citizenship. No central laws can now directly can apply. There will be no separate laws for Jammu and Kashmir. Indian citizens from other states can also buy land and property in the state. Now, the centre can declare a financial emergency under Article 360 if needed. So what are the laws that will become applicable from now on? The Central Right to Information Act 2005 will now be applicable to the state. The RTI will become applicable. The Protection of Children from Sexual Offences or POCSO Act 2012 will become applicable as well. Directive principles of state policies and fundamental duties will also apply. The National Commission for Minorities Act of 1992 will become applicable as well. The CBI in Jammu and Kashmir is barred to exercise jurisdiction unless consent is sought under Section 6 of Delhi Special Police Establishment Act of 1946. This will now change. The separate Ranbir Penal Code or the RPC will give way to the Indian Penal Code. The beneficial laws such as wealth tax, gift tax and Urban Land Ceiling Act and intermarriage with other Indian nationals do not operate in Jammu and Kashmir state. Article 35A, making distinction between the permanent residents of Jammu and Kashmir and the outsiders, will also cease to have any effect. The sectors of education and employment will open up to all Indians now. The central quota laws in school, college admissions and state government jobs will apply just like other Indian states. Now, purchasing land and owning property by people considered outsiders till now will also be possible. Now, the Indian Supreme Court has no jurisdiction in Jammu and Kashmir. That will change. Article 370 has also interpreted as being discriminatory against Jammu and Kashmir women. It disqualified them from their state subject rights if they married non-permanent residents. But in a landmark judgment in October 2002, J&K High Court held that women married to non-permanent residents will not lose their rights. The children of such women don't have succession rights. Also in J&K, if a Kashmiri woman marries a person from any other state, she loses her Kashmiri status. But if she marries a Pak citizen, that person will get Jammu and Kashmir citizenship. So that's all about to change. Now, what about the road ahead? That's another crucial question. That's all set for the people of Jammu and Kashmir. Well, the road ahead can be challenging. The decision to abrogate Article 370 and 35A involves legal, political, diplomatic and security issues. For one, New Delhi needs to win the hearts and minds of the people of Jammu and Kashmir. Some in the Kashmir Valley have already made known their opposition to the removal of special status to the state. Domestically, New Delhi will need to generate much-needed goodwill among the locals by creating jobs for youths, attract foreign direct investment and encourage the private sector to set up shop in the valley. Good governance will be a key aim as decades of violence has left a void in terms of development of the state. Free and fair elections will be on the agenda too. Now, the legislature stands dissolved as of yesterday and the state has been put under governor's rule. Delimitation of assembly constituencies to make it more representative is not off the table either. On the diplomatic front, New Delhi will need to manage and preempt international reaction at once. Sources tell WION World is One that diplomats would soon fan out to key world capitals to explain to them the circumstances leading up to the abrogation of Articles 370 and 35A. The sources also say that India has factored in Pakistan's reaction at various world fora. Security is another concern. New Delhi has already sent thousands of additional troops to Jammu and Kashmir as a contingency measure. Steps have also been taken to counter terrorists' design. The government is also seized of the need to counter any legal challenge to Monday's decision. And so this decision on Article 370 was something that BJP has been promising for decades. In fact, the founding father of the Jansangh, Shama Prasad Mukherjee, had famously said that it is not right to have two assemblies, two heads of state and two constitutions only for one country. The decision is in line with Mukherjee's vision. Not just Shama Prasad Mukherjee, the decision is also significant for Prime Minister Narendra Modi. 3 decades ago, interestingly, 1992, Modi himself took part in the flag-hoisting event at Lal Chowk in Srinagar. At that time, Modi is reported to have said that Kashmir is India's very own with the same laws. As Prime Minister, Modi has brought the state in unison with the country's constitutional framework. Life has indeed come a full circle for the Prime Minister in 27 years.